Hello everyone, here's my review for David. David is a 2025 animated retelling of the story of David from the Bible from Angel Studios. For whatever reason, the Angel Studios movies are the only animated films my dad ever expresses any interest in whatsoever, so when he wants to watch one, I'll watch it with him. We watched King of Kings at some point, and I thought that was fine, and I'm kind of in the same boat on David. This film is innocuous enough. It's okay. Stylistically, I think Angel Studios movies are actually quite boring. I feel the same way about Illumination's movies. Like, technically they're well animated, but the style is not particularly interesting. So for the most part, they end up being visually pretty bland, with the exception of a couple character designs here and there. I find it a bit odd that they went the musical route for this film. I think Western animation studios feel the need to insert musical numbers into films because they think kids are going to get bored. Now, whether that's true or not, I guess is up for a debate, but David doesn't really do much with its musical element. It's kind of an afterthought, actually. The score, though, does have some effective moments. What's neat about this film is that where a lot of other films would only cover David's youth to the time he defeats Goliath, this film covers his entire life, or at least up until he's made King of Israel. And I'm no biblical expert, I've read a little bit of the Bible and I'm not Catholic, but it's an age-old story and it's inspiring. The large amount of time covered makes this film feel pretty meaty, as in it only runs for an hour 49, but it feels fairly dense. The characters function properly. I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with them. Although I think when you're making a film, faith can be a bit of a double-edged sword. It can be done powerfully, for sure, but I think there are movies where faith can become a bit of a deus ex machina, for lack of a better word, and it sort of just feels like this invisible force that isn't really guiding the story so much as it's this thing that the characters need to just have. I'm probably butchering the way I feel about this, but it can just be an odd storytelling device. That's what I'm trying to say. And I guess there is a point of order about the source material for this film. I've never read this part of the Bible, but from what I understand, it's a pretty dark segment. And while I admire Angel Studios' attempt at bringing this inspiring story to a younger audience, it does almost feel like there's something missing. Even with my lack of complete familiarity with the original story, it feels like they're sort of tiptoeing around some subjects. But overall, David is perfectly fine. It shouldn't wow anybody, but it also shouldn't make anybody's worst of all time list. It is a completely innocuous film. I felt the same way about King of Kings. So with that, I'm going to give David a 6 out of 10. But that's it for this review. Please stick around for more reviews if you like this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you all in the next one.